Well guys, we meet again, once again behind a gigantic box delivery here of not Gunpla, but some Gundam related stuff in here, so that's cool. But you know guys, we've got to stop meeting like this. I've just got a lot of things to do. But when there's work to be done and kits to be built, you know I'm always happy to oblige. Except this box has these like plastic protectors on the corner, which are great for protecting the stuff inside, but it kind of make it hard to open the box. You have to kind of cut them out separately. And it would be better if these were placed on the inside corners of the box, not the outside. Alrighty, ooh, some cool stuff in here. Okay, so some very cool stuff in here. We got this little box, which we'll come back to here in a little bit because it's got some cool stuff in there. Let me just talk about the big kits in here. We got basically 4 big kits, or 3 big kits and 1 like big option set, basically. So here we got the new Iron Man, or relatively new, this is released relatively recently, the Iron Man suit Mark 85 from Avengers Endgame as a new kit out from Eastern Models. Very cool. I know all of you guys who are Iron Man fans are probably looking forward to seeing this one. It definitely looks like a really cool kit, but not only that, I mean, that's exciting. And we also have the Rescue Mark 49 suit there. This one is brand new, just released. Actually, it's not even released yet. I'm actually getting it a little bit before its actual release date, so that's really cool to actually have something, you know, actually before it's out to all of you guys. But I'll be building and reviewing this kit up for you guys straight away so that you can see it like either right before it's released or at least before it gets to you if you've got it pre-ordered. Hopefully it'll give you guys a chance to see it before you have your own in your hands if you pre-ordered this. But if you didn't, of course, you know, you can still should be able to pre-order it. All right, then another Mecha Musume kit. This one is not an Attack Girls kit, but it's from a different line, from a different producer as far as I know. Anyway, this is the Guan Yu. This one is dragon themed, so you have like a bunch of dragon heads on it. And I think the dragon can come off and like have its own, it can be its own separate thing, just the dragon by itself. I'm pretty sure, I think is what you can make with this. So this is another in the awesome recent, if you guys saw the other video like this I did just recently, got a big bunch of different Mecha Musume kits, so I'll add this one to the queue as well. And as promised, there is actually some Gunpla stuff in here. We do have the Rage Nucleon. You guys have probably seen this. This has been out for a while, but I think this is the most recent version of this. As far as I know, this is the high mobility backpack, technically for the Master Grade Hainu Verka, but I think I took a peek in the manual and it looks like you can use this with different stuff, which is good because I don't actually have a Master Grade Verka Hainu kit anymore. I did the one that I reviewed years and years ago, but I don't have that kit anymore. So it looks like you can use this with some different master grades as well too. So that's what I'll try it out on in the review of this backpack. So it looks really cool. I mean, like I said, this has been out for a little while, at least like from the first iteration of this that came out. But it definitely looks like a really cool backpack. Basically sort of like what you would normally expect to see as like a resin kit or something like that, but as an actual plastic kit. So that's cool. It is going to be, of course, in colors of the Hainu, but so it won't match whatever kit I end up testing it on, but that's okay. Anyway, that'll be coming up very soon as well too for you guys to check out. So, and just real quick guys, before we crack into this little box of cool little goodies, I just want to remind you guys that the reason why I'm getting sent this cool stuff to check out, build, and review with you all is because we're going to be carrying this stuff now at USA Gundam stores. So all the stuff you guys see in this video and the Attack Girls kits that I recently took a look at or just recently got delivered, you guys haven't seen any reviews on those yet, working on the first one of those at the moment. But the reason why I'm reviewing these is because we're going to be selling them at USA Gundam stores. So any of this stuff that is not currently on the website now will be on there very soon. So just make sure if you want to check out any of these kits for yourself, of course, the link to USA Gundam store will be down in the video description down below. And you can save 10% off anything on the website using my coupon code ZakuAurelius10. So if you're excited about any of this stuff, definitely check the link to the website there down below. Thank you guys so much for that. In here, we've got some of the new resin 3D printed parts and basically some different printed option parts you can use on some different kits, looks like. Yum, 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 a whole bunch of these. So these are once again part of the Apex tool line or supply line from USA Gundam store, Apex Hobbies Supplies. So you can see really super sharp looking nice detail on there. These look really good. I've seen some of these before. You guys have maybe seen me use some similar ones, 3D printed option kind of detail up parts like this. You guys have seen me use a couple of times, but these look definitely sharper in the details. So you got a few different ones here. Just kind of go through show you guys some of these. And they are I think numbered. Oh yeah, there's a number there on the bottom there, so you can tell them apart. These look really super cool. I'll give you guys a nice close-up look at some of these. So you got some of the more simpler ones like that, or some kind of latch-looking details like this, and I believe they're all just kind of flat on the back. So you have to attach these to some flat surfaces. Obviously, these would be really good for like the bottom side of the feet, like under your feet or something like that. Or even like some 00 kit like style toe feet parts there. And some more. These are definitely, I think, gonna come in handy for the GPO2 Trash to Treasure kit that I'm working on now. So I think you guys will definitely see me probably using some of these on that kit. We got some more. I think this is the same one we saw before. No, it's a little bit different. Kind of similar here to this one that we took a look at first, but just kind of a little different sort of a heat radiator parts there. Really cool. Oh wow, there you go. So you got like a whole big section of that. You can just like cut off what you need. So if you need like a section, 4 millimeters wide or 6 millimeters wide, whatever you need, you can just cut that out of this. So that's really cool. I think basically the same thing with this as well. Just little thin parts, so you just cut, however much you need out of this. Very interesting. And in these little plastic boxes is basically the same kind of thing, but like sets with like a little bit larger kind of pieces here like this. So you can see, whoa, that detail is really sharp on there. That's a lot of really fine detail on there. Let's go through all these here. So let's see. These look like really specific parts for something. I'll have to check to see what these are for, but they kind of look like these are meant to go onto there, and it's meant to plug onto something. I'm not sure exactly what, so I'll have to sort that out, but those look very specific in their use anyway. So here we go, just to get this out of here so you guys can kind of get a look around that. There's the kind of 3D shape of these parts. So these would be really good for like cameras. For parts like camera on the top of your torso, or like adding to like the top of a gun or bazooka or rifle or something like that. Looks like what these parts would be good for. But yeah, I mean, really sharp detail in this box over here. Some more similar kind of stuff. So like these would be, I think, kind of like inset parts, it looks like, that you can set inside of here to make some kind of larger kind of heat vents there. And some looks like the beam saber handles in here, 2 different sizes, but some nice detail. Beam saber handle there, and I think you just have to drill the hole for the actual beam, and a connector piece for that. So your beam saber handle can plug into this, and then you just add this onto like the side skirt or the back of the arm or something like that, wherever you want. And this one as well too seems to be just like a little connector piece there for holding the beam saber onto somewhere. Very cool. 2 more left, and this one is what, just kind of like a big armor panel here, sort of, basically. This one also, it seems so familiar. Like, I'm sure this is like for something SWAT. So maybe this is meant to be a sort of kind of shield part. It's kind of like the same thing in 2 different sizes, one larger one and one a little bit smaller one there, or just sort of like a little wall or something like that. And you got these little kind of container bits here. Yes, I'll have to get to the bottom of what some of this stuff is for, and I'll get back to you guys in future work in progress episodes when I put them into use. Got last box here. This one looks to be like some just kind of like thruster details, thruster parts. So you got some in like a little bit different designs there. These sort of bits here like that, or for like the back end of your bazooka or something like that. You can use some of these parts. So very cool. And then one last thing here is some what looks to be like kind of jewel parts used for cameras and things. I believe they got like kind of metal look on the back, so I don't know if these are magnets or if that's just like a sticker or something like on the back of them. So they're all in this green color, kind of a dark green color, by the way. And love to use these because these work really nice for all sorts of different cameras and things like that. Yeah, and as far as I can tell, it's not actually a sticker on the back, but it's just a mirror coating part there on the back so that these are shining really nice and brightly. So then you either have to put a little bit of glue or double-sided tape or something like that, just a little bit on the back of this. Probably just a little drop of super glue would be enough to hold this in place. So I got a few different sizes of these, so that'll be good. This is a quite large size, probably won't come in handy too often. Something that large is not very common. Some of these smaller ones would be, that one looks like probably 1.5 millimeters or something, quite small. and the next size up there is probably about 4 millimeters, and this one's probably about 6 millimeters, and this larger size is probably about 8 millimeters if I had to guess just offhand. But a lot of these, and so I would imagine these are probably going to be available in the future in different colors other than just green. But you know, green is a pretty universal color. It works really well for, you know, especially like rifle scopes, bazooka cameras, things like that. What I mean, so a lot of really great stuff here for adding some awesome detail to your kits. That's really cool. Well, there you have it, guys. So are you excited to check some of these kits out? I definitely am. I can't promise these reviews are going to be out tomorrow, but I'll try to get to this stuff as soon as I can. Obviously, if you guys have been watching lately, you know I've got kind of a lot of stuff on my plate at the moment, but I'm going to be trying to tear my way through all this stuff as soon as I can for you guys. Obviously, just have a little bit of patience. But of course, if you want, you can let me know down in the comment section which you would like to see sooner than later. I always take your guys' requests into consideration, so you know, just let me know your thoughts down below. Which one are you most excited to see? Thank you guys again so much for watching today, and thank you so much for all your support. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.